Oh my goodness. What's going on, everybody? My name, Hal Rudnick. I am your pal Hal. You are live. We are live right here on Backchannel. And for the next 2 hours, just kick back, relax, and enjoy the ride, baby. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a nice time. You know what? I think at the end of 2 hours, you're gonna be able to say, you know what? A fine time was had by all. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk a little bit of pop culture, trending topics, some movies, and then on top of that, maybe a little bit of news, and then we're going to sprinkle in a heaping helping of goofs, gags, nonsense, shenanigans, hijinks, buffoonery, sure, and yeah, nonsense. Plenty of it. So, glad you're here for it. Glad you're here for it because the show's better with you here. Uh, you know what I've mentioned this statistic before. 4 out of 5 dentists say the Your Pal Hal show is better when you get involved, when you communicate, when there's a back and forth. And the fifth dentist who didn't believe that fifth dentist was recently brought up on charges, various and sundry charges regarding just violations of various oaths dentists have to take. I think that dentist, I don't want to tell tales out of school, allegedly sniffing his own laughing gas. Yeah, just like Steve Martin in Little Shop of Horrors. So, who cares what that guy has to say? The 4 dentists that matter say that the show's better when you're involved. So here's how you get involved. If you are hanging out with us on your smart device, your at-home smart device that controls all of the various and sundry appliances, lighting devices, whatever in your home, well, here's how you communicate with us using that device. Get your device's attention. Then use the magic word say. And then you could tell us whatever it is that you want to tell us. So, you can tell us what you're snacking on. And I would love to hear it. If you're hanging out with us right now, let us know what you're snacking on. Like our friend Stacy. Our friend Stacy's here. Stacy, what are you up to? What are you snacking on anything? Yes, Stacy, there will be hilarity today. Stacy's hanging out with her mom and Tracy today. Very nice, very nice. So let us know what you're snacking on. You can do it like this. Smart device, say, I'm eating pretzels. Smart device, say, I'm eating peanuts. Smart device, say, I'm eating Cracker Jacks. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Take me out to the ball game, folks. Opening day of baseball season. Or you can communicate with us by going to YouTube, chit-chatting with us there, or you can go to backchannel.tv, and you can both chat with us and leave a review of the Your Pal Hal show. And you can say, you know what? A little too much snack talk for my taste. Or you can say, I need more snack talk. Or Hal hits the sweet spot when it comes to snack talk. I want to shout out some folks hanging out with us. And please, tell us what you're snacking on if you're hanging out with us today. I want to shout out No Name in the chat. No Name, what is up? I want to shout out London. London, thank you for being with us. Our good friend Stacy. Youthful Chicken, hello. Nelson in Pennsylvania, what is up? Redundant Beaver, so nice, I'll say it twice. Redundant Beaver. Was that redundant? Perhaps. Elizabeth in Maine. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Please let us know. What are you up to? What are you snacking on? Thanks for taking a little time to hang out with me, your pal Hal. Rob Schaefer says there are no more Cracker Jacks. They now go by Cracker Jills. All right. You know what? Listen, if the sugary covered popcorn, if the caramel covered popcorn or whatever it is wants to change, who am I to stand in their way? Andrew McLean, what is up? Oh, Andrew McLean is excited about the Masters, where one of the most storied tournaments in golf. The Masters starting this weekend. We talked about it yesterday. Tiger Woods back in the Masters. And I honestly, after that horrific crash where he, I guess he passed out, fell asleep while he was driving. I've been on some long drives where I started to nod and I had to pull off and get coffee. Yeah, that's woo-wee. But yeah, Tiger Woods, he's back. He's back. So that's very exciting. I think when Tiger Woods plays, that is good for golf, and I for one would love to see him break the all-time Grand Slam record in golf. I think he's just what an amazing athlete. He's as amazing as the Amazing Spider-Man almost. Oh, there goes Spider-Man. Folks, let's welcome into the show the man with his hands firmly on the controls, the best Chiron guy in the biz, Travis. Producer Travis! Where are you, Travis?
I'm right here.
Travis.
Yes.
Oh, good. A little hot, Travis.
I felt that. We can bring it down.
Hey, Travis.
Travis,
let me ask you a question.
Of course.
Do you know, here's a little sports trivia question, Travis.
All right.
What does the winner of the Masters receive?
They receive a green jacket.
Yes, the green blouse.
I wish it were a blouse. That would be fun.
Or, it would also be fun if, the winner of the Masters, per tradition, now will don the green socks.
All right, everybody gather around. He's going to put them on.
Oh, yeah, get some good feet shots in there of Vijay Singh, Lee Trevino. Everyone has come to the Masters to vie for those green socks. Arnold Palmer, Happy Gilmore, Bob Barker. They're all here. Johnny Swings a Lot.
Did you ever see the
Timmy Putt Putt? Yes.
The Adult Swim golf special?
No.
There's it's a half hour long. It exists on YouTube. They got comedians Adam Scott and John Daly.
I'm aware of it.
Yes.
Both named have golfers that share their names, prominent golfers. John Daly. Oh, he's something else, huh? That John Daly?
Oh yeah. And John Daly's John Daly was quite delightful.
Very nice. Pardon me, I'm going to have to sneeze here.
Oh, go right ahead. Achoo.
Thank you. I turned my sound was off there, right?
When I sneezed? Yeah. You were muted. You were muted. All good.
Good. Travis, it's 11:11. If you are hanging out with us right now, go ahead and make a wish on 11:11. All right, I made my wish. Did you make your wish? I hope so. Remember, whether you're wishing on 11:11, wishing on a star, wishing on birthday candles, wishing in a wishing well. Never tell your wish to anyone. Otherwise, per intergalactic wishing rules, your wish will not come true. Travis, what'd you wish for?
I dare not say.
Don't say.
Lest
Good man,
the
Travis. What have you done since I last saw you?
Whoa. Okay.
What?
What have you done?
What happened?
No,
What have you
no, no,
done?
no, no.
What have you done?
Funny.
What have you been up to? What have you been up to, Travis?
Funny enough, speaking of that tone, my roommate has pivoted from, well, the ER watch concluded. Now we moved on to The Sopranos. So we are,
Oh yeah, forget
oh
about it.
yeah,
Gabagool.
yeah. What have you done? What do we? It's just a lot of confrontation, a lot of aggressive
Sure.
male energy is going to flow through the household over the next few months. It's not going to be
What's the
nice.
what's the gender makeup of this household?
2 to 4, female to male,
Gotcha, gotcha.
but we will be losing both females in the next couple of months. So it's just going to be an absolute monkey island.
Dude house, dude house,
Dude house.
dude house. Vital Bobcat likes my shirt. Thank you. You know, it's baseball season. I'm wearing a baseball shirt with. I got Pete Rose here on my shirt.
Nice.
Charlie Hustle, the disgraced all-time hit leader. He should be in the Hall of Fame, though. They've got some real pieces of work in the Hall of Fame. Stacy is excited for Tiger Woods. Very nice. And thank you for the compliment on my shirt, Stacy. And yeah, starting the. Have you watched The Sopranos, Travis? Or
Here and there, my mom was into it, and obviously, it's one of the most lauded, critically acclaimed, some would argue best shows of all time. So I've seen
sure.
pieces, but this is the first time I've been privy to an embarking of episode 1 through the finale. It's
Okay.
so far pretty good, having a good time.
Not a bad show. Not a bad show.
Not a bad show. Not a bad show.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, it's a pretty great show. Pretty great show.
The wild thing with all of these like long running late 90s, early 2000s into maybe the late 2000s, early 2010s shows like an ER, like a Sopranos, is I was just too, young when they started to really be present with them. So to see every actor so much younger is very weird. Very, very weird. All these baby versions like James Gandolfini with 30% more hair and everybody else.
Oh yeah.
With just kids, children,
I mean, just mere babes.
mere babes. Warms my heart.
Very nice, very nice. And here's a little update on our and I'll mention it. I'll mention it later. For those who are who I've talked to or have said that they are interested in joining our Backchannel listener and Backchannel broadcaster fantasy baseball league, it looks like we have 10. It looks like we have a solid number for this league, 10, and I will be sending out an email later today and to see if we can get this draft going. Maybe this Sunday to start to get it fired up, and very excited.
I can't wait.
I'm
not gonna know. My strategy is to only draft players the Oakland Athletics have traded away.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Matt Olson,
Matt Chapman, several
Sean Manaea, yeah.
Simeon, if we go back far enough. Swisher,
Oh yeah, Marcus Simeon, yep.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what? Some might say that could be the strategy that takes you over the top. That
Fantastic.
Very, very well could be. All right, let's take a look at some trending topics, everybody. Hey, wake up. It's time for some trending topics in the Twitterverse, the Twitter sphere, the website, the Twitter website, twitter.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah. HTTP://
Type it all in.
Yeah.
You got to type it all in, otherwise it's not going to come up, you guys.
Anyways.
All right. So let's take a little look at what is happening in Ukraine. So the UN General Assembly votes to suspend Russia from the UN Human Rights Council. And yeah, just some of the stories of what's happening in Ukraine, horrific. Many of the stories of the executions, the human rights violations, just what's being perpetrated on the people of Ukraine by Russian soldiers, not just from a military gunplay, weapons, bombing, etc., but on a human level, from person to person. So it's everything from execution style murders to torture, sexual assaults. Yeah, just what a nightmare! What a nightmare! You can bring that back up again. So the United Nations General Assembly voted on Thursday to suspend Russia from the UN Human Rights Council. According to the Los Angeles Times, the apparent execution-style killings of civilians in Bucha, a suburb of Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, push momentum around the bid to eject Russia from the human rights body. I mean, for Russia to be on the Human Rights Council to begin with, the way LGBTQ community is treated in Russia, the way anyone who disagrees with Putin is treated in Russia. It's, for everything from poisonings to secret police rounding people up. Constant, just a bastion of human rights violations. What else do we have there, Travis? Anything else on any updates from Ukraine?
Looking for some context on the vote, which we have a little bit here, and that they have been suspended. That vote did go through, 24 against to 93 in favor and 58 abstaining, according to this picture of a room. And it looks like they followed through on their threat.
There you go.
Yeah, and then there was also an article here about video appears to show Ukrainian soldiers shooting Russian prisoners. Ooh, yikes. There's a whole other thing going on here. It's messy. It's all messy.
It is.
Yeah. Headline being, they are no longer part of the Human Rights Council.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. Terrible situation in Ukraine. It matters like a gesture like this. I wonder if it's more just, kind of ceremonial. What's it going to actually accomplish?
It's interesting. I've been thinking about this the past couple of days. With extremely viable and valid provocation. I think the West, the United Nations, the UN, the US are following through on these long kind of held ideas of, if Russia's going to be a bad actor, we should just cut them off. But we've never had kind of cause or reason to, and they went ahead and gave us a lot of cause or reason to. It's like, all right, we're going to expand NATO into your backyard. We're going to cut you out of the UN Security Council. Cool, you pick this, you hit the button. So all this stuff we were going to do, you open the closet door, and it's all going to tumble out.
There it is.
Yeah.
So hopefully these things chip away, add up, make more sense to push Russia into maybe dialing back what's happening in Ukraine. One can only hope, because it's just a human rights nightmare, and just certainly horrific. Our friend Certain Quagga is back. Certain Quagga, great to see you in the chat. The gas prices are a nightmare, says Certain Quagga. This is true. Gas prices have gone up. I'm glad that I am able to work from my office here in the privacy of my home and not have to get in the car and drive. This is absolutely true. Certain Quagga, you got that right. What are you snacking on today, by the way, certain Quagga? Let us know. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Ketanji Brown Jackson. In good news, the U.S. Senate confirms Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. That is good news. She is a decorated jurist, strong record. Republicans from the Senate tried to derail her confirmation during the hearings by trying to impugn her and attach some untoward ideas to her, but the side of right wins, and it's a great moment for the U.S. just in expanding the court as far as the representation on the court. And it says here, the U.S. Senate voted 53 to 47 in favor of confirming Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's appointment to the Supreme Court on Thursday. Jackson, who makes history as the first black woman and the first public defender to serve on the U.S.'s highest court, will replace Justice Stephen Breyer when he officially retires this summer at the end of the term, per the Associated Press. Now, Travis, can you look into this? Did Stephen Breyer step away to spend more time working on his ice cream company, Breyers? Is this accurate?
That's exactly what happened.
Thing? Did he leave? He left the bench to spend more time on traveling down that rocky road.
That rocky road. He left the bench to find himself on the tiny stool from which you milk cows.
There you go.
Yeah.
Real milk. Breyer's ice cream.
Dairy milk.
So we have no word is out. We have no confirmation whether or not Stephen Breyer owns Breyer's ice cream.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go on a limb and guess no, but I will certainly do my due diligence here.
Well, we're not here to guess. This is, we are one of America's most trusted news sources here, and we didn't achieve that status by guessing.
So
about whether Stephen Breyer runs
owner
Breyer's ice cream
of Breyers is in fact the Unilever Corporation.
The Unilever. You know what I like about Unilever?
Mm-hmm.
All you need is one lever. It's
That's
not like
their...
all these like. It turns into like some sort of cacophony of gadgets, levers, some sort of Rube Goldberg contraption.
Yeah.
No, just one lever. They go into work, turn it on, and then at quitting time, turn it off.
And all their products come from the one lever, which is
the one lever. The one lever turns on the factory. And then
when they
it's
acquired Breyers, it became part of the Gold Bond Good Humor Ice Cream Company, which was renamed to the Good Humor Breyers Ice Cream Company.
Ah, Gold Bond. If you like your ice cream the same way you like your foot powder, Gold Bond.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ketanji Brown Jackson, congratulations. Welcome to the highest court in the land.
Hooray.
How's that gavel feel? Bang that gavel. Ketanji. Speaking of Ketanji Brown Jackson joining the Supreme Court, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you've heard of the best and the brightest. She's the dumbest and the dullest. And she put out a tweet calling the three Republicans, Susan Collins, Senator Murkowski, and Mitt Romney pedophiles or potentially pedophile supporters for voting to confirm Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. And it's just the foolish. It's just the most foolish thing in the world. For it's, she's trying to attach this obviously, and it's an old tactic that's been used forever. It got QAnon all fired up. When you bring up that word, yes, obviously it's hateful and scornful and horrific. But you try to put that stink on someone. And then when someone's like, "Why are you doing that?" They turn it around and like, "Oh, you must be a sympathizer or a supporter of these horrible criminals who hurt children." No, you're just using that as a weapon when it's not even the case. It's the same thing that so many of these conspiracies do. So Marjorie Taylor Greene taking that tactic. Jimmy Kimmel, talk show host, called her out for her stupidity and her dirty, baseless tactics. And he made a joke. The joke was essentially, Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted this, yada, yada, yada. "Where's Will Smith when you need him?" So implying that somebody needs to give Marjorie Taylor Greene a nice swat. Harmless joke. It's just playing on pop culture. Well, cut to Marjorie Taylor Greene went and warned and went and alerted Capitol Police. So ABC, this threat of violence against me by Jimmy Kimmel has been filed with the Capitol Police. By the way, this is the same Marjorie Taylor Greene who supported the insurrection and vetoed funding and dialing up support for Capitol Police. Now she wants to make this crocodile-teared report that she feels threatened by this late-night talk show host. Yeah, I'm sure Jimmy Kimmel was really threatening violence against you. It's just the most foolish, idiotic nonsense, drivel. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the very worst of us, the very worst of us. Ignorance, just defiant ignorance, just defiant in her ignorance. There she is. Also trending. Okay, so this I found pretty interesting. We talk a lot about the MCU. There are many debates to be had in regards to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What is your ultimate Avengers team? Who is the most powerful character in the MCU? What's the best movie in the MCU? I think you talk to 5 different people, you'll have 5 different answers. What's the best TV show in the MCU? Who needs their own solo movie? There are so many debates. But British GQ asking maybe the most important question: who is the most stylish character in the MCU? Or who's the most stylish Marvel character? So it's not It's not all MCU. It's any Marvel comic book franchise, movie, etc. And thank you, British GQ, for wading into this debate. All right, let's bring that up, Travis. Let's see. Let's crack that bad boy open. All right, we've ranked them. Here it is. Number 1, Logan. All right, so, and I guess we're just going with Wolverine Logan from the movie Logan. He's old, he's tired, he's in the desert. It's Wolverine, but gritty. Well, Wolverine is, I mean, yeah, I guess this is a little grittier, but Wolverine's pretty gritty character. On the run and not having that much fun, really, Logan sees our taciturn and sharp-knuckled mutant fave in his hirsute, salt and pepper fox era. Okay, so, or some might say zaddy Logan. Are you getting zaddy vibes from Hugh Jackman's Logan? There he goes in a high collar and a black suit, and doesn't it suit him? Graduating from the mutton chops and string vests of early X-Men movies, this is Logan in a sort of Western frontier tragedy. His knees hurt, but his tailoring is spot on. All right, so.
I don't know if I like this take.
Okay, yeah, lay it on me, Travis.
I think it makes sense that British GQ would just default to the most James Bond looking character. It's like, you know what we love? A guy in a suit.
It is a little bit of a simple take, you know? The fact, like, oh, the guy's in a suit.
It's like he's in a suit because he's a limo driver.
Yeah, and you know, it's not like he's like a clothes horse or something and has like a real like stylish wardrobe or anything. He has like this same black suit that he wears.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know. Mirror Man chiming in saying Doctor Strange is would be the most stylish. Okay, sure. Certain Quagga, going back to the Marjorie Taylor Greene reporting Jimmy Kimmel, that's a Karen statement if ever I heard one. Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely. Definite Karen vibes from Marjorie Taylor Greene. The address for Pineapple. Nelson, welcome to the party. Thank you for being here in Pennsylvania. Stacy calling out Marjorie Taylor Greene for her stupidity. I agree, Stacy. Rob in Virginia. Thank you for being here. Nelson, appreciate it. Rick in Ohio, thanks for joining. Ava in Massachusetts. Mirror Man is in New Jersey, my home state. Represent. Thanks for being here. We're talking about the most stylish characters, most stylish Marvel characters ever to grace the big screen. All right, let's see number 2 on the list. Number 2 on the list, Miles Morales. Miles Morales. You know what? I love me those Miles Morales Air Jordans. That's for sure. Objectively, the best Spider-Man film. Sorry, Spider-Man 2 featuring Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina. Yada, yada. Miles Morales plays a Spidey in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse whose head you don't want to flush down the toilet. Yes, it's animated, but the olive green nylon flight bomber with rare Jordans is a winning combo all the time. Yeah, I mean, definitely cool. And the Air Jordans were, they came out with a special version of Air Jordans. They were Jordan 1s, but there was a special, they came out with the special version of those, the exact colorway that Miles Morales was wearing in the movie. And that was pretty cool. Stacy says her mom loves Doctor Strange. Very cool. Nice. All right, let's see number 3. So we have Eric Bana. Eric Bana's Hulk. Already, this is throwing the list in a little. It's like, maybe the least memorable Hulk, possibly the most handsome Hulk. They say the original himbo pinup. I don't know about this. It's some of the language here. I'm not just not. Would you call Hulk a him? I mean, I guess Eric Bana could be a himbo, but the Hulk is just this behemoth.
Professor
Travis.
Hulk, and even, I mean, you could argue Professor Hulk just through the idea that his ego is getting to him, but like he's also a genius that almost categorically that flies in the face of everything that himbos stand for.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is an amazing scientist.
Can you be? I mean, anybody can be anything to an extent, but that this is a real philosophical quandary that I feel like I'm being trolled here, and it's just like,
Well, but I will say that you could totally have a crush on or stan a scientist. Here, let's read what they say. Let's read what they say about.
there's a slight bit of language, so we'll land mine there in the
gotcha,
second line.
Oh, gotcha. So the original himbo. Don't tell me you've never, not once, thought about getting as jacked as conceivably possible and losing your mind and rolling through the city completely furious in a tiny pair of cutoffs. You know what? This whole list is just been called
And to
into
call
question by this.
Ruffalo a mope, like, wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he's not the dreamboat that Bana is, but Ruffalo, he's got the most personality, the most
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget it. Yeah. All right. Already called into question. Number 4, a tertiary character from Shang-Chi. Obviously, Shang-Chi's father, but not the headline character.
Right.
Shu Wenwu. Let's see what it says. I mean, those bracelets are pretty styling. Just as suave in white on white, Mandarin collared tailoring as he is in a drapey charcoal DB with the sleeves rolled up, Tony Leung brought all of his Wong Kar-wai certified 90s smolder and style to the recent role of ring-hungry mythical supervillain Zhu Wenwu in Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. A supervillain with genuine style, poise, and the right amount of menace. I don't mind him being on the list, even though he's not one of the main build characters. I mean, he was a big deal in that film and in the MCU. So sure, why not? Please chime in with your thoughts on this list. Let us know what you think. Certain Quagga shouting out Ed Norton was a really good Hulk, not getting as much love as he should. I hear you. I think I wouldn't have mind seeing Ed Norton continue in the MCU. I enjoyed Ed Norton. Number 5, Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. There he is, looking very cool. Stylish eye patch. To be fair, it's sort of cheating, as Samuel L. Jackson looks like the coolest guy in the room, whether he's wearing a Kangol to the supermarket or getting really riled up by some snakes on a commercial airline. But as the head of the global narc agency S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury, he gets to wear a really quite Hader Ackerman era of Berluti leather coat and matching eye patch. Not that losing your eye to a horrible alien cat is a style flex, but we're not saying that. All right, that's kind of funny. I mean, yeah, but the eye patch is stylish. He wears it well. Number 6 on the list, T'Challa, the Black Panther. There he is. The suit itself is one of the best in superhero business, but what really sets Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, and his Imperial T'Challa apart is the regal dress during the beautiful and bucolic Wakanda scenes. Those waterfalls look nice, don't they? Created by costume designer Ruth E. Carter, the film's Afrofuturist outfits, hats, and cloaks are inspired by the Maasai, Zulu, Tuareg, and other African tribes' traditional ways of dressing, resulting in a costume that feels rich, abstract, and markedly different from any other MCU films. Very cool. I can get behind that. Oh, coming in number 7, Blade. Hey, Travis, would you mind stepping in for one moment and reading this just for a moment?
Yes. I mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
Go
good
ahead.
sir.
So we have Wesley Snipes as the original vampire hunter with the drip, Blade with that long-barreled pistol, sawed-off shotgun. Lord knows what he's rocking there, but with the what looks like he dismantled the passenger seat of a Honda Odyssey and stole the seatbelts from the entire Honda Odyssey. But he's pulling it off. What do they have to say about it? Did you know that 1998's Blade was the first Marvel movie ever released? Actually, I didn't know that. As the fearless and flexible, just look at those high kicks, half vampire hunter in the black leather trench, tight widow's peak, and tiny shades, Wesley Snipes has had fashion school kids and Tbilisi industrial techno aficionados in a headlock for more than 2 decades, an anti-hero with a signature look. There's also a story from Blade Trinity, which alleges that Snipes was so irritated with director David S. Goyer that he refused to open his eyes for a shot, requiring him to have his eyes open, which meant the production crew had to go through the laborious process of creating CGI eyes for the scene. Very cool. We love a diva. That is, what a terrifying concept. Early 2000s, mid-2000s CGI. Eddie Brock. What I like about Tom Hardy's take, on doomed journalists and Spidey's greatest nemesis, Eddie Brock Venom, is that he mostly wears the kind of clothes Hardy favors in real life. Jeans, boots, leather jackets, work shirts, and moth-bitten hoodies. It is the fact that Hardy makes it look stylish, which is a harsh truth. If you're Tom Hardy, you look good even when you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt. I don't make the rules. Also, Venom has the best superhero look in the MCU. The black and white just sings. This person's got interesting opinions.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they misspoke in this article because Howard the Duck came out before Blade.
That's right, it did.
And who knows what other ones they're leaving out. There are a lot of Marvel, heroes that had lesser incarnations, perhaps. I mean, a lot of them on TV, the Hulk had a TV show. I wonder, are there other movies or other just like forgettable? There was like a made-for-TV movie of the Avengers, I think, in the 70s.
I think there was a Fantastic Four in the 90s too.
So, yeah, they might have. But what we currently know, like the Blade is closer to the incarnation that we know now.
MCU.
Yeah. Tom Hardy, getting a shout out because it looks like he's dressing like himself. Okay.
Yeah, this is I'm realizing just how GQ this list is. GQ, where men wear clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Tony Stark. Tony Stark, always stylish, and he's got that Van Dyke facial hair. All right, let's see. As proven by Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, just because you have more money than the GDP of entire nations doesn't mean that you know how to get yourself dressed. As swaggering industrialist Tony Stark's RDJ take on super wealth style sees him in expensive pinstripe suits, some bodacious cheek filler. Drop the surgeon. Oh, wow. Well, calling out Robert Downey Jr. for a little Botox, the occasional tasteful cashmere crew neck, which is how really rich people should dress when they're not jetting around in rocket-powered nerd armor. All right? It's almost like calling it rocket-powered nerd armor. It's a little like... this is like coming from someone... It seems like it's coming from someone who tolerates the MCU and doesn't, like, love the MCU. I don't know. Interesting. And number 10... The Moon Knight. So, yeah, we're only 2 episodes in. Like, can you really already call him the most stylish? Okay, let's just not talk about the English accent or even think about the English accent, all right, governor? Hoodie over trucker jacket, notwithstanding. Why do stylists always go for that combo in superhero films? Stop doing that. It is true. A lot of hoodies and with a jacket over the hoodie sweatshirt. Very common for like a superhero who's trying to stay low key. I can definitely picture like Captain America or Hawkeye or Bucky Barnes wearing like those pictures are flying into my head. Definitely those combos, like superheroes incognito. Anyway, Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight is quite a stylish new addition to the MCU. There's a nice French blue work jacket that looks like it's the requisite amount of wear. An all-white suit, which when worn by Oscar Isaac looks very cool. And the costume itself, an Abloh LV-esque, so Virgil Abloh Louis Vuitton-esque muted gray with a fetching little cowl. Fun! Oh no, I just thought about the accent again. Oh, so yeah, of course, British GQ. I like the fact that British GQ is hitting Oscar Isaac for his English accent in Moon Knight. All right, number 11 on this list, most stylish Marvel characters, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. We had some shout outs to Doctor Strange. By the way, Mirror Man says this person sounds like they don't like them like you and me. They just do they just do what they're told to do a job. So yeah, they're not huge Marvel fans. They're just like looked at the characters, the way they dress, and put this list together for a job as opposed to loving the characters. I feel you. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Mike in Texas. What's up? Careless Moose. You know what? Whether you're a careless moose or a very careful moose, I appreciate you being here. No Name. We got No Name in the chat. Welcome. Rob in Virginia. Rick in Ohio. Ava in Massachusetts. We've got Expensive Hamster in the house. Pure Duck. Nelson in Pennsylvania. Certain Quagga, Stacy. And again, your participation makes the show better. Would love to know, what are you up to today? What are you snacking on? What do you think of this list from British GQ talking about the most well-dressed Marvel characters? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Doctor Strange, what do they say about this? Only joking. Nice cape, though, LOL. Aha. Damn. Drive by on Doctor Strange. Travis, who did they not include that we feel?
You could argue Star-Lord, maybe. That red jacket's pretty tight.
Peter Quill with that red jacket for sure.
Yeah. It seems like they hate fun a little bit, which it's GQ. It's British GQ of all things. I can't think of anybody I'd want to hang out with less than the writers of British GQ.
I mean,
Lord.
I'd throw back a pint or a martini with the writers of British GQ, but it's like, stay in your lane.
Yeah,
stay in your lane, British GQ.
This isn't gonna make anybody. This isn't a make anybody happy article, but you know.
Yeah, like, are you trying to suck the fun out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? That's literally the point of it. Mm-hmm. So, but I guess they're talking about what would translate to real life. Doctor Strange walking around with a cape and everything. That does it. Although, One might say it's a little fashion forward. I don't know.
Yeah, you can see that. Look, I mean, we've seen some fashion shows with some stuff way beyond
Oh,
a
of
cape.
course. Of course. And then what about, I think, Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, well, that's the thing you have to kind of, they didn't mark it in the article. It's like, oh, it's just men. Okay,
Yep.
you could have said that at any point in the article. But yeah, there's like any female character was not included, and there were a lot of them, and they're just great.
Wanda Maxim, or sorry, Black Widow. Black Widow. She
Another one, yeah. Again,
fairly
it seems
stylish.
like they were
doesn't
dead
change
set
very often.
on having only men in this. You could argue like Charlie Cox's Daredevil for the same reason you could argue Logan, I guess. I don't know. He's
Right.
wearing a suit and seems to fit the criteria for the article.
And then if you're just going by, oh, their everyday street clothes, and if you want to involve the MCU TV shows, Luke Cage.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to think of anyone
Mike
else.
Coulter always looking very handsome and stylish. So, yeah, there you go. Those are, according to British GQ, the most stylish of Marvel cinematic characters. Oh, Mirror Man with some good shout-outs. Professor X. Oh, yeah, always looking tight in a nice suit. Gambit. Sure. Storm. Oh, yeah, that hair.
Oh, Tom Hiddleston. In anything, because it's the drip changes with the blink of an eye, and it's always great.
True. Loki is always on point.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe a few potential additions to that list. All right, a couple other trending topics here. Baseball opening day. Let's see. Is there anything trending? If you want to hit that hashtag open. There we go. Despite a major off-season lockout, and I'm glad the lockout did not go as long as some thought it could threaten the entire season. Despite a major off-season lockout, 2022 Major League Baseball season kicks off today, April 7th, a week after the original start date of March 31st. Let's. You want to see what's just? Can you search the hashtag opening day? Let's see what's happening. Yeah, there it is. Albert Pujols returning to the Cardinals. Weird story about Albert Pujols, by the way. I don't mean to, it's just odd timing. He announced his divorce this past week. He's getting divorced, but in the same week, his wife had brain surgery. I don't know. It's just hashtag bad timing. Hashtag bad timing. It's like, wait, why are you doing that? Albert Pujols, great first baseman, great hitter, going back to finish his career where he started with the St. Louis Cardinals. Weird timing on the divorce, all I'm saying. Opening day. Here's a weird-looking picture. Is that the Major League Baseball symbol? Is the bat signal, or what's happening here?
We're
Travis?
led to believe. We're asked to believe two things: one, if baseball players were giant, and two, if there was a signal that called them all to the game in which they were too large to play in the stadium.
Yeah, interesting. S. Friedman, what is up? Yeah. Agreed. That's rough. Cancer, divorce. Hope it's not related. True. All right. The show starts today. Opening day. Very nice. And again, we've got, if anyone listening is interested in our Backchannel Fantasy League, hit me up on Twitter at Hal Rudnick. At Hal Rudnick. HALRUDNICK. We more or less got our league, but if we could expand by one or two spots. We could expand one or two spots. The signal that calls the baseball players to play. That's a great. Did you just pop that? You see this S. Friedman comment? Let's pop that up there. Yes. The almighty dollar sign. Yeah. I mean, America runs on Duncan. America runs on capitalism. There it is. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. The sounds of opening day. Boom. Cash register. There's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Oh, no, wait, hold on a sec. Can you scroll back there? Okay, there it is. Eddie Rosario, World Series MVP. Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Marcelo Ozuna, there you go. Classes in session. Boom. You know, baseball, it's lost a little bit of popularity since when I was a kid, but yeah, I always am just thrilled and excited about spring is here. I'm a baseball fan from way back, so does my heart good to see see the fellas taking the field. All right. All the stars will be there. Ted Williams, Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson. It's opening day. Men with long hair throwing baseballs. It's all happening at the ballpark. The smell of the tar. The feel of the dirt. Take a shower. It's baseball time. All right. The sights and sounds of the ballpark. There you go. Also trending. Oh, you know what? Travis, let's go ahead and take our top of the hour station identification break. We will be right back with more fun to come on the Your Pal Hal show. Stick around. Hello. Welcome back. Oh, my mother is here just as I am back from our little station break there. Travis, those were some sick tunes. That was some sick beats you were dropping. It sounded like some sort of maybe a spa. It took me away to like a spa or maybe like a new age kind of store that sold crystals. Like
Yeah.
you were really dropping some sick beats there, Travis.
Yeah. I bought that from a busker at a farmer's market. Yeah, they're really on the up and up.
Oh, nice, nice. Oh, that I was feeling that. I was really grooving out to those tones. Nicely done. Let's hit a couple more trending topics before we do our Twitter deep dive. So we've talked a lot about the Great Resignation on this show. The power, ideally, it's in the hands of the worker now. That much more, or that's what people are trending towards. People want that much more awareness and care when it comes to people, the working folks, as opposed to billionaires, CEOs, corporate entities. More workers' rights, and the pandemic has really brought that into kind of a stark relief. And ideally, people will have a little bit more control over the way they are treated on the job. And it extends to so many sectors, the gig economy and retail. I've worked a retail job before in my life, and customer service. Customer service is thankless. Like, you have to put up with so much when you're talking with irate customers. Trending today is an article about the revolving door of customer service. Travis, if you want to bring that up. If you're not emotionally strong, you will not last. This is from USA Today Money. Why customer service work has a revolving door problem. More than 1 million customer service agents leave their jobs every year. A new report from ASAPP conducted with the University of San Francisco points to the central reason for this turnover: abusive customers. Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen it firsthand. I wanted to walk through this because it's good to remind ourselves and just to like take a breath sometimes and realize, for the most part, these folks who work customer service, you know, they're not happy saying no to you, or putting you on hold, or they're overwhelmed. They're human beings. They want to resolve your issue, but they're just doing what they have at their disposal. Of the roughly 3 million customer service agents in the US, about 1.2 million exit those jobs every year. That's huge turnover. Abusive customers are the key reason. Everybody, chill out there. We're all upset. Oh, my mom's saying, are the Russians here or what happened? I don't know. More than 8 in 10 customer service agents have dealt with verbally abusive customers, according to a report from ASAPP and the University of San Francisco. The field's revolving door became a bigger problem during the pandemic when call centers saw increased requests for help. Yep. People just getting edgier and edgier these days. Let's keep scrolling. More than a third of surveyed workers said they'd experienced violent threats, according to the report. That sucks. Agents also reported being sexually harassed by customers, with 21% of female and 9% of male employees affected. The Communication Workers of America, a union which represents roughly 40,000 customer service workers, said its members who work for airlines were most affected by angry customers. Verbal and physical abuse have recently spiked, the union said in an emailed statement. Oh yeah, anything airline and airport related gets people going. Tamia McElwain began working as a customer service agent for a major airline 11 years ago. She says her work now involves dealing with hostile customers all day and a nearly back-to-back calls and is completely draining. She's even been called racial slurs by customers. Horrible, horrible. McElwain, 41, has recently watched many of her airline colleagues leave for other jobs. Nobody wants to clock in and get fussed at all the time. Why would they stay? For sure. Sarah Skaggs, 26, started working in customer service more than a decade ago. That's child labor. What? How is that possible? I guess maybe as a part-time job. Can you get a part-time job at 16? Travis, what do you know here?
You can. I had one. It's a work permit.
Ah, gotcha. All right, all right. It checks out. It checks out. I just was wondering if I...
Or under the table.
Oh, sure. Classic.
That's the other way that gets done.
Yeah. I've had a couple of under-the-table jobs. They just give you a wad of cash at the end of the day.
Yeah. Love it.
There you go. Less benefits when you're under the table. She's received only fleeting advice on how to handle abusive callers. She said, and employers have not allowed her to hang up on callers. Well, if they get too abusive, S. Friedman says, it's true. I used to do customer service, and I remember sitting in my car looking at the building and not wanting to go in. Damn. That you paint a stark image there, S. Friedman. I feel you. I've had people tell me I deserve to die. I've had people say I should be, oh my goodness, sexually assaulted. It's easy to be nasty to someone you can't physically see. Horrible, horrible. Keep it together. Is it worth working in a call center? For some, fewer experience requirements, benefits, and the chance to help people are draws. But some experts say the industry must make changes to retain employees and avoid legal liability. The median hourly wage for customer service workers as of May 2020, $17.23 an hour. Mirrorman saying that's just nuts. Home care is this bad? Home care, finding responsible people to go in and take care of the sick or the aged. Certain Quagga said, I had a job at age 14 and a half with a work permit. Wow, Certain Quagga. I like that work ethic. Very nice. Back to our baseball chat. Certain Quagga says, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I like it. Stacy says, don't forget those Texas Rangers or Texas might just kick your tail. Don't forget about Texas. Don't sleep on those Rangers. Rangers got a solid squad this year. Looking for some big things from Corey Seager and Marcus Simeon. Certain Quagga saying the private security industry isn't any better. Oh, sure. Word of the day, I should know, but I'm disabled, but I have good people. I have found. Mirrorman, appreciate that. I'm glad to hear it. My mom has also benefited from home health care workers as well. So I appreciate that. Very important, very important. So, I think, Travis, thank you for that on the topic of customer service workers. If I would just say, take a deep breath before you talk to the customer service workers. They're not trying to mess you up. It's their corporate structure. We live in a vexing world. So a little bit of kindness goes a long way. A little bit of common human decency goes a long way. And don't cuss out your customer service representative. I like to talk about this every day. It seems like it's another day that's celebrating something. It's National Coffee Drinkers Day, National Hamburger Day, National Spider-Man Appreciation Day. National Wear Your Earbuds Day. National Cluck Like a Chicken Day. National Hug Your Grandparents Day. National National Shake a Fireman's Hand Day, etc. and so on. Well, today's no different. In fact, we got a couple of competing days jockeying for position here. First off, World Health Day. Hashtag World Health Day. And whether it's your physical health, whether it's your mental health, happy World Health Day. Let's see what's some of these trending tweets are in this hashtag. Health is not just the absence of disease, but a wholeness that involves physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Sadhguru quotes, Sadhguru. And this comes from Sadhguru. Sadhguru is something else that I just made up. From misreading this gentleman's Twitter handle. Hashtag World Health Day. There he is, got a nice, handsome full beard going there. Let's see what else is trending here. Let's read some of these hashtag World Health Day. Issues, fuel prices, gas cylinder prices, medicine prices, food prices, distractions, Kashmir files, etc. Better. So this is from India, wishing you a happy World Health Day. Very good, very good. Yeah, don't get distracted. Stay healthy. World Health Day is today. If we want to be healthy, we should eat healthy. To eat healthy, we should grow healthy food. To grow healthy food, our soil should be healthy with organic content. It's time to focus on the roots. Save the soil before it's too late. Good message there, good message there. Protecting the environment will eventually protect us from diseases. This World Health Day, take a pledge to prioritize the planet, health, and take necessary sustainable steps for better health and safety of all. Save our planet. Make wise choices to preserve and protect our planet's health. Our health banks on a healthy planet. So let's adapt and adopt sustainable solutions for the betterment of our Earth. Sure. On World Health Day, Dr. Tedros lays out a bold new World Health Organization initiative that highlights the need to promote peace and health in order to protect the planet and its people. World Health Day. So what are you snacking on? What am I snacking on for World Health Day? A nut medley, a tasty nut medley. Got some walnuts, got some almonds here, got some cashews. Oh yeah, a handsome nut medley. Here's a nice. Oh, look at that. That's a good looking walnut, intact. Oh yeah. All right. So World Health Day, but I don't know if this contradicts World Health Day, but it's also National Beer Day. National Beer Day. What's your favorite kind of beer? Are you a beer drinker? What do you got? Travis, if you wouldn't mind bringing up that National Beer Day hashtag, let's see what people are saying, what people are scrolling. Oh yeah. Stone Cold, Texas Rattlesnake. He loves chug a beer. Mirrorman says, I meant to say they have a holiday for everything now. What's your favorite holiday? Mine is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Very nice, very nice. Mirrorman, that's a good one. Joel joining the stream. Hello, Joel. What is up? Thanks for being here. Joel and everybody listening. National Beer Day. Do you have a favorite beer? Is there a beer that if you could throw back one beer today, what would it be? What would it be? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this hashtag. Bush Latte. Bush Beer says it's National Beer Day, and we're giving away $10,000 in beer money today. That's a lot of beer money. Maybe if you got $10,000 and you spent it all on beer, you might have a problem. Just saying. All right, Bush Beer, Bush Light, wishing us a happy beer day. A little more from Bush Light. Who else? Who else is? They are really coming to play. All right. Oh, opening day and National Beer Day. Houston Astros. Don't get drunk and cheat today, Houston Astros. St. Louis Cardinals National Beer Day. Coincidence? Opening day? I think not. Very nice. Very nice. I can dig it. TMZ wishing a happy Stars sipping. Oh, Travis, do you want to take a look at some Stars sipping beers? Let's do it. Why not? Stars sipping beers. Who's that? Josephine Scriver. I don't even know who the hell that is. Travis, do you know who Josephine Scriver is?
I want to say yes, but not like explicitly. We can figure this out. Josephine Scriver is a Danish model. Danish model. That's all we got.
Danish model.
Danish
So
model.
she models like cakes and pastries?
No, she's a Victoria's Secret model who happens to be from Denmark.
Oh, very good, very good. Carly Moss, who's the host of not America's Next Top Model, it's Project Runway, the new Project Runway host, Carly Moss. Oh, and by the way, you know who Carly Moss is married to? Jared Kushner's brother. She's married to a Kushner. Oh wait, go back. Is that Carly Kloss?
It was Carly Kloss.
Yeah, Carly Kloss. Yes,
Yeah,
not Carly Moss. I'm conflating Kate Moss and Carly Kloss. Yeah, Carly Kloss married to Jared Kushner's brother. There you go. Jack Black with a nice beer mustache on his actual mustache. Frothy Guinness.
Love the spun effect of the background of the picture.
Absolutely.
Really feels like
It's
a first-person perspective of like.
Yeah. The room is spinning, man. Travis.
Yes.
I know you're not a huge beer drinker. Do you drink beer at all?
Nah, it gives me a headache. Don't like it. Yeah.
I feel like I've asked you this question. Tell me again. If you were going to have one adult beverage, what would it be?
Probably for a long time it was a cider. These days, if I was to have one, I don't know, something mixed, something with like a clear liquor margarita, G&T.
Okay.
Something like that.
Nice.
Daiquiri, perhaps. Yeah. Simple
Why
stuff.
not? Oh, live
Yeah.
life like you're on the beach.
Yeah, of course. Been a real big fan of the May West recently, which is just a daiquiri with pineapple juice. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
Real good.
Nice. Sounds tasty.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see some more of these celebs.
You know who this guy is.
Drinking beer. Oh, Crazy Bone.
Crazy Bone. Oh, good old Crazy Bone.
Sure. Looks like he might. I mean, that sounds like a name that one might use in the hip hop space.
Yes.
Zoe Deutsch.
Deutsch.
Drinking a big old pitcher. Sam Smith. Singer, songwriter. Sam Smith. Ian Harding. I'm not familiar with Ian Harding. Oh, is he Smallville? No.
No. That's
like
wasn't
him a
that
little
Marsden? No. Was Smallville Marsden? No.
No, it wasn't James Marsden.
Who was Smallville? Anyways. Kelsey
Ballerini
Ballerini
and Morgan Evans. Who are they?
There, the stars is real. This guy doesn't even have a name.
Here's a nameless.
This is just a guy.
Nameless. Here's just a dude.
Carly
Oh,
Kloss
Carly Kloss,
again.
more beer. Oh,
Oh,
there's the
no.
stars of that 70s
70s
show.
show,
And
one of
Danny
which is
Masterson, canceled.
thoroughly disgraced.
Yes, disgraced. Multiple sexual assault allegations against Danny Masterson. A real
Jeez.
piece of trash. Kim Kardashian with an open container there.
Looking like she has no clue what to do with it.
Yeah, drink it. Rob Schaefer saying Ian was on Pretty Little Liars. Thank you, Rob Schaefer. Good poll. S. Friedman says apparently famous people don't drink beer, right?
He's not in public.
Yeah, they're really scraping the barrel.
I like that
for,
Kim's getting off the vibe of when you give your childless friend a baby and they're like, what do I do with it?
Oh, totally. And she's wearing some sort of number there. Is this some sort of like beer judging contest for the
Sponsored
Today
by
Show?
Today?
Yeah, weird. This is the weirdest picture so far. Stars, quote unquote, sipping beers. Haley Clausen, another model, I guess. Stars.
Hey, it's this guy again.
Oh, there's that guy again. David. This doesn't help.
David
I have no idea
Henry.
who this. Who the hell is this fool?
This is such a bad article. I love this. Hey,
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh, okay. There we
There
go.
we go.
Those are two legit movie stars.
Yeah.
James Bond and the desert guy from Dune. Desi Arnaz.
Nobody.
Okay. Nobody.
Somebody's
your mom and
aunt.
dad. That
Yeah.
is somebody's mom and dad. That is somebody's aunt and uncle. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. This is a good one. I like beer. Beer tastes good. After a workout, I like to drink beer. I want this beer. Look at this
Absolutely.
extra from Piranha 3D drinking a beer about some of these people. Arnold. I was the governor, now I'm drinking a beer. Very nice, very nice. Certain Quagga says, I had no issues. There are some issues with the actor Ezra Miller drinking beer. Sure. Any news on the Flash movie actor? Yep. We did talk about Ezra Miller last week. He having difficult times in Hawaii. Oh, Sofia Vergara playing beer pong. That I can get behind. I need to finish this segment in the Arnold impression. There's Rihanna drinking. It looks like a Corona. Very good. Brian, who is Brian? Oh, from Brian Baumgartner from The Office.
Oh, The Office, yeah.
Very good. When he was very sad when he spilled his chili all over the carpet. He brought in the chili. Andy Cohen drinking a Lone Star beer. Niall Horan, he's going in one direction. What direction is he's going in to get the drunk? I hope he's not driving the wrong way. Drew Barrymore fishing and drinking a beer. River runs through it. Ah, yes. Drew enjoyed the beer, the fly fishing with his nice. There's the rapper, The Game. The Game drinking a beer at looks like maybe a sporting event. Very good. He's representing L.A. David Beckham is a handsome soccer player. He kicks the football. David Beckham enjoying a brew. A nice brewski. There's Gwyneth Paltrow. I didn't realize that with all her healthy solutions from Goop, that she would also drink a beer. Gwyneth Paltrow was a Goop. There's McLovin drinking a beer with Christopher Mintz-Platz. Also, I know that friend of his. There are the Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Eric Stone Street drinking tiny beers. Why are those beers so small in those tiny mason jars? Very good. Hopefully it's a nice Austrian beer. Scott Eastwood. I know his father, Clint. Many times I've had lunch and I've spent time with his father, Clint Eastwood, Scott Eastwood. He looks like he's really had one too many there. Chill out, Scott Eastwood. There's my friend Crazy Bone. Crazy Bone, I don't quite know what he does, but I do know he loves beer. Making this list twice. Ricky Gervais, he tells it like it is. Ricky Gervais, not afraid to make a joke about
Incredible
cancel.
phone in the shot, in the glasses.
Yes, yes. Ricky Gervais taking a nice selfie with the beer and the selfie and the getting drunk in the daytime, day drinking out and about. Ricky Gervais. There you go.
What a terrible article.
Yeah, yeah. That is TMZ. They really crazy is from Bone Thugs. Thank you, Andrew McLean. Andrew McLean doing what we should have done, telling us who exactly Crazy Bone is, rather than saying, "Oh, that guy." You know, I figured if you're glossing yourself with Crazy Bone as your name, that sounds like it should be a hip hop MC's name. And lo and behold, Andrew McLean, thank you for verifying.
Nice.
Appreciate
nice.
you. You know what? I think it's time to do. We've had some lists. We've gone a little far afield, but we're not going to forget about our Twitter deep dive today. And today's Twitter account deep dive. Oh, what goes great with a beer? A Snickers. We're going to check out the Twitter account belonging to Snickers. You know what? I'm hoping this is a really satisfying Twitter account. It definitely scratches the snack itch. Definitely hits the snack, scratches the snack itch. Certain Quagga letting us know that Pink Floyd has a new song out. I enjoy classic Pink Floyd. I'll take a look. I'll look for their new song. Thanks for the heads up, Certain Quagga. Snickers, official chocolate bar sponsor of the NFL. Hey, maybe you just need a Snickers. Snickers with a robust following of 465,000 followers. 465,000. And how many are they following? 69. All right. Let's followed by Hydrox Cookies. Followed by Hydrox. We explored the Twitter account of Hydrox versus Oreos the other day. Oh, starting right out of the gate, coming in guns blazing. D's nuts. You know what? I'm a simple man with simple pleasures. I love a good D's nuts reference. Snickers. Nuts on the brain again? Yep, you need a Snickers. So this gentleman is just, his thoughts are consumed with chocolate, peanuts, caramel, and nougat. Travis, are you a candy bar enthusiast at all? Chocolate bar?
To an extent. I mean, I like a bar of dark chocolate, but most of it I can't touch, you know? It's not really for me.
Can't touch this.
That makes you sick.
Can't touch this. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to hear it. Yeah, that milk chocolate will get you sickly.
I prefer to partake in, you know, nature's candy bars, like a banana or maybe some grass.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Andrew McLean saying, I never buy Snickers on my own, but I sure do come home with about 300 of them every Halloween. So, Andrew, I'm assuming you're trick-or-treating with your kids. I would think you're a grown man, so I would assume you're not trick-or-treating. But if you are, do you?
Is it bad that I assumed he was going around shaking down kids?
Andrew just like smacks a kid, grabs his goodie bag, and drops it into his own.
Exactly.
And like, here you go. Run along. Don't tell anyone. S. Friedman says, unless Snickers wants to sponsor your show, in which case I love Snickers too. Kit Kat is the only good. By the way, S. Friedman saying Kit Kat is the only good bar. Grass Buttle, glad to see you here. In time for some snack talk. Hey, Grass Puddle, I forget if we did Grass Puddle. Are you interested in our fantasy baseball? Oh yeah, I think you are. I've talked to you already about this. S. Friedman, did you hit me up about? Let me just see who I have on my fantasy baseball list here. S. Friedman, are you interested in fantasy baseball as well? I'm just clarifying here. The Backchannel Fantasy Baseball League. If you are, let me know. Let me know. Yes, Grass Puddle sent me a message. Great, great, great. Just reminding myself, I'm going to make a little note right here in my on my list of yes. Thank you, S. Friedman. Thank you, S. Friedman. All right, so I think we have like 11 people for our fantasy baseball league. This is pretty good, and I'm gonna and again I'm gonna send everybody an email. I'm hoping Sunday. Is we might be able to make that happen. Rob Schaefer says I'm picking Alex Gordon with my first pick. I don't know if I think Alex Gordon retired, a long time Kansas City Royal, and I'm assuming he's a Nebraskan. Rob Schaefer. All right, let's get a little bit more Snickers. Here. All right, that I've had cravings before. That my brain gets taken over. Grass Puddle saying Babe Ruth, then DiMaggio. That's a real murderer's row. Snickers. Do you ever leave a social situation and think that wasn't my best work? Snickers. Immediate Snickers. Sure. I mean, I will absolutely leave a social situation and say, yeah, not my best work. S. Friedman with some strong, with a strong choice there. Trey Turner is mine. Keep your hands off. We'll see how the draft shakes out. Andrew McLean saying going Raleigh Fingers with my first pick. One of the all-time great closers and the best mustache in Major League Baseball. Travis, if you want to bring up just a random picture of Raleigh Fingers right now, that would be rather acceptable. If you want to just bring up a random Raleigh Fingers picture, just pop it in here while I'm looking at. Grass Puddle saying, oh, there it is. Oh yeah, Raleigh Fingers, just glorious. Oh yeah, whoo, that is something many splendored. That is better than Hercule Poirot. Hercule Poirot got nothing on Raleigh Fingers and that mustache. That's a hell of a mustache. Grass Puddle asking, we get dibs now? No dibs. The actual drafting will happen on draft day. Holly Gutierrez, great to see you. Yes, Raleigh Fingers was doing it before it was hipster cool. Super hipster with that handlebar mustache. Holly Gutierrez, I don't know if you're interested, but we're putting together a Backchannel Fantasy Baseball League. Let me know if you're interested, Holly Gutierrez. We might have one space left for our Fantasy Baseball League. And would love to have you, Holly Gutierrez, if you're interested. If not, no worries. Glad you're here either way. All right, let's see a couple of more tweets from Snickers before we move on. Raising a Snickers for UNC basketball win tonight. Show us your Snickers. Well, that didn't happen. The Kansas Jayhawks. Holly Gutierrez says, I don't know sport ball, but thanks for the love. You got it, Holly. Always glad to have you here. Thank you for the love. Wendy's Nuts. Vote for Skittles. This was the... best tweets. Brand bracket. Interesting. Interesting. All right. All right. I think we. Oh, there's a Sheamus from WWE talking a little talking a little Snickers. All right. All right. You know what? Oh, what do we got there? Yes, Snickers really feeling the wrestling love. There you go. There you go. All right, I think we've seen about enough of it. I think we've seen enough of Snickers. There you go. You know what? What do you expect? I feel like Snickers gave me exactly what I expect. Not offensive, a little bit of fun. I like a nice D's nuts every now and again. That's great. That was our Twitter deep dive into Snickers. S. Friedman saying, here, a little fantasy baseball advice. If you don't know baseball, just pick someone from the Mets at every position. It'll go great. The Mets, they've had a couple of pitching injuries, but they look a little bit better potentially this year. Also, some real advice for everyone. If you look up fantasy baseball draft advice or fantasy baseball lists, fantasy baseball player ratings, you'll find all sorts of lists of like the order of like you should draft people and explainers about like what categories. This is going to be a 5x5 league, 5x5 league, by the way. So there you have it. A couple of certain Quagga shouting out the candy bar whatchamacallit. I used to love whatchamacallits when I was a kid. Those are great. I also enjoyed the more recent candy bar. Well, recent when I said like in the past 15 years, Nutrageous. When did Nutrageous come around? I feel like Nutrageous is like a fairly newer candy bar. Anyway, if you do the draft on Yahoo, they have the players ranked there. Yep. S. Friedman, we're gonna do a Yahoo league. We sure are. Travis.
Question: will we be doing a roto league or a head-to-head league? Do you think?
Roto.
Neat.
This will be a roto style league, and we'll do a snake draft.
Ooh, very cool.
And it'll, you know what? Fun will ensue. Expect that email today, friends. I will send out an email to the league. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, Kyle Harlow in the house. I think Nutrageous was around in the 90s. Oh, Rob Schaefer saying Nutrageous came out in 1995. He says he's a fan of the Fast Break. Now, the Fast Break, is that a newer one? Andrew McLean saying dark chocolate with Hershey with almonds, so underrated. Very nice, very nice. Kyle Harlow, I'll extend it to you. If you're interested in our fantasy baseball league, send me a message or tweet at me on Twitter at Hal Rudnick. There you go. Kyle Harlow, if you're interested in joining the Backchannel Fantasy Baseball League. All right, and Fast Break came out in 2001. Thank you, Rob Schaefer. Some great candy bar knowledge happening today. All right, every once in a while we like to ask Reddit. Okay? We like to ask Reddit something. And we've talked about criminals and criminality on the show many times. We've talked about it with Rob Schaefer, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show. And today, we're going to ask, what is okay to steal? So, here on the Your Pal Hal show, we like to say, don't do crimes. Don't do crimes, because a lot could happen. You could get your clavicle broken by Batman, because Batman will just attack. Okay? Batman will hospitalize you first and ask questions later. Don't do crimes. But also, we're not narcs here on the Your Pal Hal show. So Try not to get caught if you do the crime, unless it's something horrible. But today, we are asking, what is okay to steal? What's okay to steal? And I'm gonna bring that up here and look at this. Grass Puddle, by the way, speaking of chocolate, asking, mustard-filled chocolate bar, is it being released? Grass Puddle shouting out my escapade yesterday where I dipped chocolate in mustard. That was a rejected segment. That was a rejected segment. All right. But right now we are asking Reddit, what is okay to steal? Is it ever okay to steal? I mean, it's breaking a 10 commandment. That is one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not steal. I mean, listen, I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I know a 10 commandment. Okay. Slim RP on Reddit says, digital goods that are no longer sold or distributed by any other means other than piracy. Interesting. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? Digital goods that are no longer sold or distributed by any other means other than piracy. You know, makes a good point. You know, if it's there for the taking and it's not available anywhere else, maybe. Okay, what about this? One time, Amazon sent me 2 of the same product, but I only paid for and needed 1. So I sent the extra back and got the refund. I like to think I stole from Amazon that day. All right. I mean, is it okay to with a large company's mistake? Is it okay to reap the rewards? S. Friedman saying, I don't care if someone steals food when hungry, to be honest. You know what? I think you have a good point, S. Friedman. Andrew McLean saying, not everyone believes in the commandments. You know, that's also a great point. You know, it's a book written by men. Rob Schaefer saying, Ben Harper believes it's okay to steal his kisses from you. Is that a Ben Harper song? Grass Puddle says, steal signs, just like the Houston Astros. Holly Gutierrez, I love getting 2 of the same product from Amazon. One time I ordered a pair of sneakers off of StockX, which is this sneaker consignment website, and I accidentally ordered 3 pairs of sneakers. I was able to sell them. Like I had to go and consign them to get money back, but StockX, it's a great sneaker resale site, but their return policy, no returns. I was like, oh, yeah. Andrew McLean, referring back to the 10 Commandments, says he hates his neighbor. Do you covet thy neighbor's wife or husband? You know what? By the way, how sexist is that in the 10 Commandments? Coveting thy neighbor's wife. What about coveting thy neighbor's husband? Okay? You know, I think we could just change a couple of the words in there. Covet thy neighbor's spouse. There you have it. Coveting thy neighbor's spouse. That's what I would change it to. All right. What else is okay to steal? What else is okay to steal? What about coveting thy neighbor's dog? I mean, shout out to Marnie, who just joined the stream in Florida. Shout out to Dell from Texas. Like, I've coveted my neighbor's dog before. I'm like, the dog is so cute. I want to pet my neighbor's dog. I want to pet it. Oh, and certain Quagga. I can't let this tweet go, or this comment go without mentioning it. Certain Quagga shouting out Zagnut. Zagnut. Old school candy bar. Yeah, Holly Gutierrez says women can covet all they want, according to the 10 Commandments. S. Friedman saying, didn't you see the Seinfeld episode where we, men, are like Jeeps? No one covets most of us. Dude. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. All right. Other things that are okay to steal according to Reddit. Media. And in particular, games that have no longer first party releases and only want. So, yeah, this is close to what we were saying in regards to digital products that aren't for sale anymore. Games that no longer have first party releases, and the only way to get them is through third party overpriced sellers. In other words, it is morally just to emulate obscure vidya. Okay. Okay. What else? What else is okay to steal? This is funny. Illustrious Thanks 37. The ducks at the lake. They're free. I have 28 ducks. I wonder, is it okay to steal those ducks? Like, if you're going to give it a good home, like if you're going to give it unlimited bread, a wading pool, but then but the duck, don't you have to imprison it though? But if you take a duck to your backyard and you've got a pond and bread and the ducks want to stay in your backyard, that's okay then. I guess that's okay. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's husband is making a rule for a problem that does not exist. Thou shalt not drink water through the eyes. No one's doing it. Well, if you say so, S. Friedman, I could see there being some fellas or ladies or whoever that are like, damn. Hey, hey Liz, your husband. I am thinking some impure thoughts about your husband. I think it's possible. Less possible, but still possible to covet a hubby covet. A hubby covet. I mean, S. Friedman, I am a husband. I don't know if I've been coveted per se, but I don't know. Oh, my mom says very cute, very cute. I always like to hear that from mommy. All right. Yeah, stealing ducks from the lake. Living over a decade in Japan, I've come to the conclusion that umbrellas are fair game. Ooh, stealing umbrellas. I've seen some of that happen. If you're if you're in a rainstorm and you grab one from a hotel or at a restaurant or something. Interesting. S. Friedman saying, best impure thoughts a woman ever had about me. He changes those light bulbs like a boss. Listen, S. Friedman, everyone needs a willing light bulb changer around the house. Is taking all the hotel soaps stealing. Grass bottle. Right there with you. Soaps. Shampoo. A towel. The flat screen television. Coffee maker. Andrew McLean says, no, you paid for the room. No. Holly Gutierrez says, I think women were considered property back then, so we didn't count. Right? And especially the way religion often paints women, regardless of your faith, it is antiquated. So, good point, Holly Gutierrez. A couple of other things that are okay to steal. When they say umbrellas, yeah, take an umbrella, leave an umbrella. There you go. Wi-Fi from the Jack in the Box by my house. Steal the Wi-Fi. Steal that Wi-Fi. I'm all for it. Anything from trash or dumpster. Anything. I mean, I don't even think that would qualify as stealing. If it's in the dumpster, fair game. Grass Puddle says, it's like the duck thing. I have 28 pillows in my backyard. uh, S. Friedman saying, the flat screen TV, that escalated quickly. Listen, I don't know. If I'm in that hotel, I paid for it. Is it fair game? The police would probably say, no, it is not. Travis, any thoughts, anything to add on this stealing conversation? What is okay to steal?
I don't know.
Oh, some deep breaths, ASMR into the microphone. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, no, this is a big question for me
Some nice
because, I look
heaving
back
sighs. Yeah.
on my past and the mistakes I've made in this life, and at the end of the day, it boils down to the only thing that I see that's fit to steal is a Thanksgiving turkey in a gym bag at a Safeway.
Oh, wow. You stole a Thanksgiving turkey in a gym bag from a Safeway?
Myself and 3 of my friends in high school, back when we would have Thanksgiving with everybody, we found the biggest turkey we could possibly find. I think it was like 33 pounds or something ungodly. And we were like, well, I mean, we can't pay for this. And we just put it in a gym bag and walked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Youthful exuberance.
Truly.
S. Friedman pointing out there was a supermarket stopping people from stealing from the dumpster. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They used to, the Whole Foods by our high school in Walnut Creek, California, would put locks on the dumpster there. And you could just see it through the crack, not that we were trying to get in there, but just scores of barely past the sell date food.
Right. April says, steal my thunder. April, I wouldn't want to do that from you. I would not want to steal your thunder. Certain Quagga office supplies. Yeah, I've taken a pen here and there for sure. Washcloth from the motel. Marnie, I feel you on that. Oh, certain Quagga has another good one. Stealing ashtrays. Like, I have an ashtray here that we took from a hotel in Atlantic City when I was a kid. Certain Quagga says, does it count as stealing if you forgot to mention something, if you had a rude cashier in a store and you don't realize it? Well, if you were justifying the rude cashier, I think you know that you stole it, certain Quagga. But you know what? I ain't going to tell nobody. Yeah, nobody has ashtrays except for Vegas anymore. Good point, Marnie. Folks, we've come to the end of the Your Pal Hal show. Oh, my goodness. Paul Tutillo, toilet paper. Do it, especially during a pandemic. Stealing second base. Happy opening day of baseball season. Pens from the bank. Well, if you got to rip it out of the chain that it's attached to. Steal my sunshine. Nicely done, Grass Puddle. Folks, one last segment. This is rejected segments. Today's rejected segment. Today's rejected segment is Spider-Man fights a robot. Spider-Man fights a robot. And again, this is like, we've had so much good Spider-Man. Who would want to spend 10 minutes watching this happen? I will destroy the city. Not today. I'm still coming. I'm going to wrap you in webs. Yeah, I'm Peter Parker. Oh, no, I just said my secret identity. What? That no one's getting anything out of that. You can watch Spider-Man No Way Home on your, it's streaming. It's streaming on Disney Plus. So, or HBO Max. Where's Spider-Man No Way Home streaming? I should know this. Spider-Man No Way Home stream. It is streaming. It's available on VOD right now. It's available on VOD. So, Oh, it's on Amazon, S. Friedman says. Holly Gutierrez enjoyed that. Listen, I'm going to talk to Sam Raimi and rework my Spider-Man. But I want to thank you for being here today. I appreciate everybody hanging out, communicating, being a part of the show. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to goof around tomorrow again at 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody at Backchannel. Thank you, producer Travis, for holding it down. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.